Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 35. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, in Rajasic Dhrti, the person is result oriented. He pursues only Dharma, Artha, and Kama. He will not pursue Moksha. This is what Bhagwan Krishna said in verse 34. Now, verse 35. Yaya swapnam bhayam shogam vishadam madameva cha na vimunchati durmedam dhrutissa partha tamasi. Now, Tamasic Dhrti. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, in Tamasic Dhrti, the person will not give up sleep. Bhagwan Krishna here uses the word swapna, which is sleep as well as dream. This means not only he does not give up sleep, but he also daydreams. Even if he is awake, he will be daydreaming. He always has fear, bhaya, of one thing or the other. It could be death, it could be loss of money, it could be loss of job, anything you take. Fear. He cannot give up this fear because he will not do something about it, even if someone tells him how to get rid of it. Then, soga, that is shokam. He cannot give up sadness. If you talk to him for 2 minutes, he will make your life miserable. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. He cannot give up depression. That is Vishada. This pervades his entire day. He is like someone who is under the spell of intoxication. That is Mata. He pursues simple gratification of sense organs. That is the only thing which keeps him in good humor. He is arrogant and intoxicated by his vanity. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says this fellow has got inferiority complex. How to avoid this inferiority complex? He dismisses the whole world and he will not listen to anybody. This arrogance is expression of his ignorance, and his thinking is improper. That is why he is Durmeda. Bhagavan calls him Durmeda. Swami Chinmayananda says, the steadiness with which one does not give up one's dreams and imaginations. Dreams and imaginations. Fears and agitations. Griefs and sorrows. Depressions and arrogance. That is Tamasic type of Dhrti. Swami Chinmayananda says, the swapna, that is dream here, is used in the sense of fancied imaginations thrown up by a mind that is almost drowned in sleep. What is a dream? To see things which are not there, but are delusorily projected by one's own fancy, is called a dream. In the dream, so many things come. What are they? They are projected by our own mind. Whatever we assume, it will happen. So, Swamiji says, Swami Chinmayananda ji says, to see things which are not there. Really, is it real? Whatever you see in dream, it is not real, it is not there. Delusorily projected by one's own fancy, as if you are receiving an award for participating in a war, becoming the, or dreaming like becoming President of India. Another type of dreaming is you should first imagine your goal. That is a different type. This fellow never does anything towards that. Just he will dream. So that is called dream. The dull personalities project upon the world of objects a dream-like value of reality and false joy, and then laboriously strive to gain them. Fear, bhaya. Tamasic men of delusion, Tamasic men of delusion will have a many fancied fear. That is fear of the future, which may never come to pass, but it can efficiently destroy the equilibrium and balance, poise and peace of the present. Fear of the future. So you spoil your present by assuming so many things. Swami Chinmayananda says this type of fear in hundreds we would have experienced in the past. He says hundreds. I have experienced thousands. Unnecessary fear I had. Nothing actually, nothing happened. I really regret. Even though you should not think about the past. That is the old teaching of Bhagavad Gita. But there are n number of fears which we are unnecessarily entertaining in our mind. What will happen tomorrow? So that is, it's a waste of time, complete waste of time. Swamiji says it is interesting to note with great tenacity these people hug onto such fear complexes. That is true, really true. I take myself as an example. I give myself as an example. Many things which I have feared never happened in my life. Many things. Swamiji says hundreds. So in my case, it is thousands. So that is fear. Grief, depression, and arrogance. This is beautifully explained by Swami Chinmayananda. Grief, depression, and arrogance. These are the three channels through which human vitality gets dissipated. What is grief? Grief is the painful feeling of disappointment at something that has already happened in the past. So, grief relates to the past. Somebody died, you grieve. You lost money, you are grieving. You lost your job, you are grieving. You lost your wife, you are grieving. So, something past happened that results in grief. Point number one. Two, what is depression? Depression relates to future. Depression comes as a result of despair regarding our future. Sir, no, I have to live like this only. What to do? Bhagavan has written it on my head. I don't see anything. At least in the near future, I cannot succeed. This fellow is always saying, no future for me, sir. What can I do? World is worst. So despairing about the future. Prices are rising up. Salary is not going up. What to do, sir? Despairing about the future creates you depression because you don't see any future for yourself. That is depression. That is why people commit suicide. So there is no enjoyment for me. There is no life for me. That means I will jump from the balcony. Why? Future, they don't see any future for themselves. So, depression relates to future. Third, arrogance. Arrogance is a sense of lusty conceit, vanity with which a foolish man lives in the present. So, three things. Grief relates to the past, depression is to the future, arrogance is in the present. A man of extreme dullness will keep all the three with himself. Always worrying. Bhagwan Krishna calls this person as Durmeda, that is, who has these false values of life. He also has Dhriti. He consistently follows these false values of life. So Bhagavan in this verse says, the consistency because of which a stupid man, a foolish fellow, does not abandon sleep. Normal sleep, Bhagavan is not saying. Daydreaming, not doing anything to achieve that. Daydreaming fellow. So Swapna does not abandon his sleep. Fear, grief, depression, and arrogance. The fortitude, this type of resolve is tamasic in nature. That is what Bhagavan is saying in verse 35. Again, verse 35. Yaya swapnam bhayam shogam vishadam madameva cha na vimunchati durmeda dhrutissa partha tamasi. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana